Welcome back, everybody, to Warriors of the Rainbow Spiritual Guidance YouTube channel. As always, my name is Jason, and I will be your reader. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate you all being here. All the likes, the comments, shares, the subscriptions, the donations, the private readings, all the love and support that you guys show me in all the various ways. Um, Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Soul Tribe. My name's Jason. I'm an empathic healer. I have psychic abilities. I channel energy. I read tarot cards to bring messages from our higher selves. Um, I channel through music. I mean, everything is language once you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. So welcome. I appreciate it, you guys. If my messages resonate, please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you get notified when the readings come up. Also, guys, as a projector, equal give and take is important to projectors. And, we tend to, if we don't feel appreciated, we pull back a little bit. So just hit that like button, you guys. Show me the appreciation and the love. It's all I ask. If you can't, afford to purchase a private reading, or donate, then hit that like button. Just show me that you appreciate it. I appreciate that a lot. If my messages do resonate with you and you'd like to book a private session with Spirit and I, go ahead and email me. It's in the description box, you guys. I have many options. So I have a $75 very in-depth hour and a half reading. I have a $40 40-minute reading. I have a $15 one question, 3 to 5 card pull read. You know what I mean? About 15 minutes. So I mean, there is many options, you guys. Email me if that's something you're interested in. I appreciate that. If you'd like to donate to the channel, just type those usernames in those apps and you'll find me. All right. So let's get right into this. I'm going to be doing a different type of reading today. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this down a little bit because there's a glare. All right, I'm going to be doing a different type of reading. I was led to the Osho Zen deck today. And this is what I'm going to do here, okay? I'm going to actually use this book. This is it's a tarot deck. It's a regular tarot deck, but it's an Osho Zen deck. And I did a reading for myself with this deck, and it was so uplifting, okay? I may do another reading later with the channeled messages. I got a volunteer today. I was just guided to do a little something different, and I'm going to honor what they have showed me. All right, this deck is so beautiful. If you guys are looking for a very uplifting deck, a deck that's full of wisdom, I recommend this deck. I think the next deck I'm going for is the Rummy deck. It's probably the next one, but this is going to be a very spiritual reading, okay? I am going to read every single card out of this book. It is so important, you guys. So I strongly recommend you watching the entire video. I started this at 11:27 a.m., which anybody who's been following, 27 is a confirmation number for me, okay? My birthday is 2/27. When I was going through my awakening, 333 was everywhere. I'd wake up in the middle of the night at 3:33 a.m. almost every night for a very long time. Okay, and what's 3 times 3 times 3? It's 27. So, I know that my higher self guides me using that number. So let's get right into it. This is going to give you some very deep Zen wisdom. If you don't know who Osho Zen was, you should probably look him up. He is, very, very brilliant man. Just put it that way. All right, along the way. Yeah, so see, I am getting you are going on an adventure, you guys. I do feel fearing the unknown, stopping yourself. I feel a lot of stagnation. I feel like, a lot of you guys may be recovering drug addicts or some type of recovering, some type of addiction, okay? And this is, causing you to stay in a comfort zone and not come out of your comfort zone. Okay, I do feel that, and I've been feeling that for a while now. I know I'm relating to it, okay? So if it's in my experience, it's probably in your experience. I do like, I feel like you don't, a lot of you guys don't want to lose the things that you've gained. For example, like, when you're homeless and you're in addiction, you're bouncing around and you're in a lot of chaos. Once things start calming down, you're afraid that that's going to come back. And Spirit says no. Okay. And now, if that is not your situation, it could just be like, you are, yeah, you're stopping yourself from taking actions that your higher self is trying to get you to take. All right. Let's just get into this reading, okay? Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, ascended masters, all higher light energies, please show the beautiful collective, anyone that comes across this message, Spirit, what they need to see for their greatest and highest good. I am calling on the wisdom of Osho Zen, Spirit, of the Zen masters, the Buddhist masters, the Egyptian masters, all the masters of higher spiritual wisdom, calling it all the higher light energies to give the collective a reading for their greatest good, Spirit. Thank you. Last shuffle here. Confirmation of 627. So this is going to be a very powerful reading. I can already tell you guys. I feel it. So there's a guy in this album hitchhiking. Yeah, so along the way, man, you need help, right? So you're being guided is what I'm getting. You're being picked up by spiritual energy. Patience. Patience at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to read out of this deck here. All right, so bear with me as I find the actual parts in here, okay? Because it's such a big book. Oh, I think I need to go, yeah. So patience is the 7 of rainbows. So it's going to be back here. I'm guessing that this is, oh, wait a second. You know what? This might be right here, I believe. Patience. There we go. Okay. There are times when the only thing to do is to wait. The seed has been planted. The child is growing in the womb. The oyster is coating the grain of sand and making it into a pearl. This card reminds us that now is a time when all that is required is to be simply alert, patient, waiting. The woman pictured here is in just such an attitude. Contented with no trace of anxiety, she is simply waiting. Through all the phases of the moon passing overhead, she remains patient, so in tune with the rhythms of the moon that she has almost become one with it. She knows it is a time to be passive, letting nature take its course, but she is neither sleepy nor indifferent. She knows it is time to be ready for something monumentous. It is a time full of mystery. Like the hours just before the dawn, it is a time when the only thing to do is wait. So, like I said, some of you guys have been waiting here. All right? So, definitely this is resonating with me. I'm not saying you guys like to go and like overly work towards something, okay? What I'm saying is to do what's best in the moment, right? Some of you guys are stopping yourself from taking the action, okay, that is required to take. Okay, and I do feel that and that's kind of what I'm getting by this patience card. Okay, on the other hand, some of you guys have already done the work, and what now you just have to be patient and know that there's opportunities coming. I've been getting that for a few days now. I've been talking about there is an opportunity coming. Take it when the opportunity comes. Definitely are going to. This picture, this woman's pregnant. All right, and it's about the moon cycles. Some of you guys may need to meditate on those moon cycles. All right. We have forgotten how to wait. It is almost an abandoned space, and it is our greatest treasure to be able to wait for the right moment. The whole existence waits for the right moment. Even trees know it. When it is time to bring the flowers and when it is time to let go of all the leaves and stand naked against the sky. There are still beautiful there are they are still beautiful in that nakedness, waiting for the new foliage with a great trust that the old has gone and the new will soon be coming, and the new leaves will start growing. We have forgotten to wait. We want everything in a hurry. It is a great loss to humanity. In silence and waiting, something inside you goes on growing, your authentic being. And one day it jumps and becomes a flame, and your whole personality is shattered. You are a new man, and this new man, or woe man, knows what ceremony is. This new woe man or man knows life's eternal juices. So I am getting that some of you guys need to really are overly judging yourself that you're not where you're supposed to be, okay? And that you're not doing what you're supposed to do, or you need to work harder, right? And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like when I was getting at like there's changes that need to be done. That is a change, right? So I feel like there's a resistance. Just put it that way. I feel like there's a resistance to change. There's a resistance being created out of overly controlling things to to fit your comfort zone, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you're required to go out your comfort zone, and sometimes you're required to be patiently waiting. Okay, there's a fine line here. I'm getting like two sides of the spectrum, but we're gonna keep going and see what else comes out. Definitely in Mercury retrograde, I can tell you that right now because I've been getting connection issues. Isolation. I'm gonna pull cards first, and then I'm gonna interpret what I feel out of them, and I'm gonna read. Okay. So see what I mean? Isolation, clinging to the past, the mind, politics. That was in reverse, but I am. So I mean, I'll lay it in reverse so I remember. Innocence, fighting, the burden, and breakthrough, which is awesome. So this is looking pretty good reading already to me. Harmony. So this is the Ten of Cups. Okay. This is things coming into harmony. I'm pretty sure that's a Ten of Cups. We're gonna look it up in this, but what I'm getting out of this is, yeah. So some of you guys have isolated yourself to kind of out of protection here, right? You're kind of clinging to the past and you're fighting yourself about the past that you have made. It's like up in your head causing these burdens on you, okay? Needing to literally have something happen so you can let this mask fall, these lies that you've been telling yourself, and come into harmony and be receptive, okay? We're gonna read out of this. Isolation, which is the Three of Swords, I believe. So, all right. Whoops. Pretty sure that's what it is. The Three of Swords here. Nope. This would be the mind. Yeah, so Three of Swords. That's exactly what it is. All right. In our society, men in particular have been taught not to cry, to put a brave face on things when they get hurt and not show that they are in pain. But women can fall into this trap too. And all of us at one time or another might feel that the only way to survive is to close off our feelings and emotions so we can't be hurt again. If your pain is particularly deep, we might even try to hide from ourselves. This can make us frozen rigid because deep down we know that one small break in the ice will free the hurt to start circulating through us again. The rainbow colored tears in this person's face hold the key to breaking out of this isolation. The tears, and only the tears, have the power to melt the ice. It's okay to cry, and there is no reason to feel ashamed of your tears. Crying helps us let go of pain, allows us to be gentle with ourselves, and finally helps us heal. So that's kind of what I was getting at about staying in this comfort zone out of fearing of the past, right? Fearing the same thing happening here. It's the same thing. And even with love, and I can feel that it's causing a resistance here. It's causing you to kind of stop and not move towards. It's causing a lot of burdens. All right, there needs to be a release. Okay, and also, wow, layers. See what I mean? There is layers to this. I can't make this up. Isolation. All right, we are miserable because we are too much in the self. What does it mean when I say we are too much in the self? And what exactly happens when we are too much in the self? Either you can be in existence or you can be in the self. Both are not possible together. To be in the self means to be apart, to be separate. To be in the self means to become an island. To be in the self means to draw a boundary line around you. To be in the self means to make a distinction between this I am and that I am not. The definition, the boundary between I and not I, is what the self is. The self isolates, and it makes you frozen. You are no longer flowing. If you are flowing, the self cannot exist. Hence, people have become almost like ice cubes. They don't have any warmth. They don't have any love. Love is warmth, and they are afraid of love. If warmth comes to them, they will start melting, and the boundaries will disappear. In love, the boundaries disappear. In joy, also the boundaries disappear, because joy is not cold. So that's what I'm getting, you guys. I'm getting stopping yourself from experiencing more love and more joy, from going after certain things in life to going after certain experiences. I feel that a lot of you guys have been hurt so much in the past, and you're clinging to that past ideology that that is going to happen, that that was against you, or you know what I mean. And I can't make it up. It's coming out in this reading here. All right. So holding on, blocking your heart off from others and from the world, you'll never get to experience joy or love, because you're literally keeping yourself in a bubble. And this is totally aligned to the bubble that I was talking about yesterday. All right. Um, I'm being guided to read it like this, so I'm gonna do that. Innocence. My layers got layers. Yeah, we have layers to us, you guys. All right, innocence, which is, believe. So in this, it is. I don't know which one it is. It's so that's what, 10? No, wait, 5. Is that 16 or 11 maybe? I don't know what number it is. Can't remember what X's are. I thought they were 10. Oh yeah, so it's 19. All right, so the old man in this card radiates a child delight in the world. There is a sense of grace surrounding him, as if he is at home within himself and with what life has brought. He seems to be having a playful communication with the praying mantis in his finger, as if two of them are the greatest of friends. The pink flowers cascading around him represent a time of letting go, relaxation, and sweetness. They are a response to his presence, a reflection of his own qualities. The innocence that comes from a deep experience of life is childlike, but not childish. The innocence of children is beautiful, but not ignorant. It will be replaced by mistrust and doubt as the child grows and learns that the world can be a dangerous and threatening place. But the innocence of a life lived fully has a quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever changing wonder of life. So, what I'll read this little part right here first. Zen says that if you drop knowledge, and within knowledge everything is included, your name, your identity, everything, because this has been given to you by others. If you drop all that has been given by others, you will have a totally different quality to your being, innocence. This will be a crucifixion of a persona, the personality, and there will be a resurrection of your innocence. You will become a child again, reborn. It's funny because right before I started this reading, I posted something about how we're still being hand-fed information, right? teachings. And a lot of it we're taking as truth without our own experience or our own observation, right? And that is how we got to the place we are in this world. We have taken everything outside of ourselves as truth without really going within our own selves or seeking the answers ourselves, right? And what I'm getting here is like this isolation is because you're identifying yourself to the pain. You're identifying yourself to the hurt. You're identifying yourself to all that has happened to you. You're identifying yourself to a persona. And instead of going out at life as a child, innocent and ready to receive and experience, okay, that is the key to liberation. I can't make it up. And I can see like this, I'm going to read it as I'm being guided, but that's what Spirit's trying to tell you, that this is isolation, or you can realize that you don't have to be isolated no more, that that is not you, right? That you are not your feelings, emotions, right? That you are the observer, the experiencer of them, okay? Lust drunk. So that could be, some of you guys could be dealing with something here, lust drunk. But, let's keep going here. So clinging to the past. I don't really use this deck much, and I can see I am glad I use it today. I can tell that right now. So I think it's going to be right here. All right, clinging to the past. Hopefully you guys can see these cards. I'll hold it up so you. All right, clinging to the past. The figure pictured in this card is so preoccupied with clutching her box of memories that she has turned her back on the sparkling champagne glass of blessings available here and now. Her nostalgia for the past really makes her a blockhead and a beggar besides, as we can see from her patched and ragged clothes. She needed not be a beggar, of course, but she is not available to taste the pleasures that offer themselves in the present. It's time to face up to the fact that the past is gone, and any effort to repeat it is a sure way to stay stuck in an old blueprints that you have already outgrown if you hadn't been so busy clinging to what you already been through. Take a deep breath. Put the box down. Tie it up in a pretty ribbon if you must, and bid it a fond and reverent farewell. Life is passing you by, and you are in danger of becoming an old fossil before your time. See what I mean? Clinging to the past, keeping yourself in isolation, not making actions or movements. Okay? These tenses, past, present, future, are not the tenses of time. They are the tenses of mind. That which is no longer before mind becomes the past. That which is before the mind is the present. And that which is going to be before the mind is the future. Past is that which is no longer before you. Future is that which is not yet before you. And present is that which is before you and is slipping out of your sight. Soon it will be past. If you don't cling to the past, because clinging to the past is absolute stupidity, it is no longer there. So you are crying for spilt milk. What is gone is gone. And don't cling to the present, because this is also going, and soon it will be past. Don't cling to the future, hopes, imagination, plans for tomorrow, because tomorrow will become today, will become yesterday. Everything is going to become yesterday. Everything is going out of your hands. Clinging will simply create misery. You will have to let go. And this is a huge message, you guys. Letting go of these personas, letting go and just experiencing the now, right? Experiencing life, right? And, asking yourself, okay, what do you want to experience? It's not about the limitations and the things that have happened to you, but it's like, what do you really want to experience in your life? And know that you are the creator, you are the co-creator. That means you can create that reality. But clinging on to the past, keeping yourself in isolation, is not going to get you to where your soul is desiring to be. All right? Fighting. All right, fighting. Right. Let's see here. So fighting is going to be this That's mind, which will be the next one. Fighting. All right. The figure in this card is completely covered in armor. Only his glare of rage is visible, and the whites of the knuckles on his clutched fist. If you look closely at the armor, hold on, let me grab this card for you. Okay. If you look closely at the armor, you can see it's covered with buttons, ready to detonate if anybody so much as brushes up against them. In the background, we see the shadowy movie that plays in this man's mind. Two figures fighting for a castle. An explosive temper or smoldering rage often makes a deep feeling of pain. We think that if we frighten people away, we can avoid being hurt even more. In fact, just the opposite is the case. By covering our wounds with armor, we are preventing them from being healed. By lashing out at others, we keep ourselves from getting the love and the nourishment we need. If this description seems to fit you, it's time to stop fighting. There is so much love available to you if you just let it in. Start by forgiving yourself. You're worth it. Wow, so like fighting, you know, causing more pain by holding on to the past here, right? And it causes these fights to happen because what I'm getting is like getting into the trauma mind and allowing that to dictate your actions and your reactions, right? Instead of realizing that you're innocent. I do see like somebody arguing with someone and like getting triggered, and then because they got triggered, throwing darts back at somebody. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. All right. Fighting. One moment it was there. Another moment it was gone. One moment we are here. Another moment we have gone. And for this simple moment, how much fuss we make, how much violence, ambition, struggle, conflict, anger, hatred. Just for this small moment, just waiting for the train in a waiting room on a station, and creating so much fuss, fighting, hurting each other, trying to possess, trying to boss, trying to dominate. All that politics, and then the train comes and you are gone forever. So, is it worth the fighting, right? I'm seeing like fighting over this past, whatever this past stuff that happened here, okay? Like, I feel like you're fighting yourself, the flow. It's a resistance, is what I'm getting here because of the past, like focusing on the past, focusing on the limitations here, okay? I can see like somebody starting a new relationship here, and like this is like the trauma or something here is getting brought into it, and it's like trauma bonding. That's kind of what I'm getting right here. And it's because you're identifying to this persona instead of identifying as the light, right? Okay. The mind. The mind. This is what happens when we forget that the mind is meant to be a servant and start to allow it to run our lives. The head is filled with mechanisms, the mouth is ranting and raving, and the whole surrounding atmosphere is being polluted by this factory of arguments and opinions. But wait, you say, the mind is what makes us human. It's the source of all progress and all great truths. If you believe that, try an experiment. Go into your room, shut the door, turn on a tape recorder, and give yourself total permission to say whatever is on your mind. If you really allow it all to come out without any censorship or editing, you'll be amazed at the amount of rubbish that comes spewing forth. The page of clouds is telling you that somebody somewhere is stuck in a head trip. Take a look and make sure it isn't you. According to Zen, line of sight. Wow, and look at this. I can't make this stuff up. Yeah, somebody's definitely needing. Look at that. That's a head. You see the thing in the head, around the head? The mind. Wow. Yeah, so let's keep reading. This is the situation of your head. I see cycle handles and pedals and strange things that you have gathered from everywhere. Such a small head, and no space to live in. And that rubbish goes on moving in your head. Your head goes on spinning and weaving. It keeps you occupied. Just think what kind of thoughts go on inside your mind. One day, just sit, close your doors, and write down for a half hour on whatsoever is passing in your mind, and you will understand what I mean, and you will be surprised what goes on inside your mind. It remains in the background. It is constantly there. It surrounds you like a cloud. With this cloud, you cannot know reality. You cannot attain to spiritual perception. This cloud has to be dropped, and it is just with your decision to drop it that it will disappear. You are clinging to it. The cloud is not interested in you. Remember it. So I'm getting, yeah, the thinking is stopping you from taking action here. Okay, it's causing you more burdens. It's causing you to focus on the past and to miss the beauty in the moment. All right, and this could just be somebody around you too, by the way. But like I check myself before I wreck myself, right? And I can see myself in these cards right now. Not all of them, but most of them I can. I can see what stage I've had to go through, and like the stage that I'm headed out of. Okay, don't let the mind create more turmoil that's stopping you. Get into the state of harmony here. All right? You have this potential, but if you're focused on the past, right? And this is what I'm getting, these thoughts of the past, the thoughts of the hurt, right? And it's causing this conflict within you. It's causing conflicts around you, right? Because you're identifying with the mask, essentially. You're identifying with persona and not the light. And that's the truth of this right here. 3133, which is 333. All right, now let's go to the burden, which will be, I think that's probably the 10 of Wands here is what I'm getting out of that. But for some reason it's number 6. Isolation, postponement, comparison, the burden, which is the mind, the clouds. So, yeah, it's still the clouds. All right, so commentary. When we carry a load of, there we go, this is what I've been saying lately, the shoulds and shouldn'ts impose on us by others, we become like this ragged, struggling figure trying to make his way uphill. Go faster, try harder, reach the top, shouts the foolish tyrant he carries on his shoulders, while the tyrant himself is crowned with an imperious rooster. If life these days feels like a struggle from cradle to the grave, it could be time to shrug your shoulders and see what it feels like to walk without these characters on your back. You have your own mountain to conquer, your own dreams to fulfill, but you will never have the energy to pursue them until you release yourself from all the expectations you've gathered from others but now think are your own. Chances are they exist only in your own mind, but that doesn't mean they can't weigh you down. It's time to lighten up and send them on their way. Wow. Can't make this stuff up, man. All right, a man's true life is the way in which he puts off the lie imposed by others on him. Stripped, naked, natural, he is what he is. This is a matter of being and not of becoming. The lie cannot become the truth. The personality cannot become your soul. There is no way to make the non-essential the essential. The non-essential remains not essential, and the essential remains essential. They are not convertible. And striving towards truth is nothing but creating more confusion. The truth has not to be achieved. It cannot be achieved. It is already the case. Only the lie has to be dropped. Whew. All aims and ends and ideals and goals and ideologies, religions and systems of improvement and betterment are lies. Beware of them. Recognize the fact that you are a lie. Manipulated, cultivated by others. Striving after truth is a distraction and a postponement. It is the lie's way to hide. See the lie. Look deep into the lie of your personality. Because to see the lie is to seize the lie. Is seize to lie. No longer to lie is to seek no more for any truth. There is no need. The moment the lie disappears, truth is there in all its beauty and radiance. In the seeing of the lie, it disappears, and what is left is the truth. Wow, I cannot. The synchronicity about this, how I did this, and how I just posted I commented on somebody about how we're being fed everything, right? And we are the programs. Why are they called programs, right? Why are they called YouTube channels? Why are they called channels? Think about stuff, you guys. I get a lot of you need to be more observant to the world around you, to yourself, and like um I can see myself like in this like seeking truth, right? What's truth and what's truth and like getting tossed to and fro. And I really feel like that the point is that none of this matters in the sense of the truth is something that you can only experience. It's already is. It's not, and that's the truth. It already is, right? But I feel like filling knowledge up in the mind and focusing on to what you have took as truth, right, about yourself, and this is like very deep embedded child trauma, things like that, is causing a lot of burdens. It's this isolation because your soul yearns to experience. Your soul yearns to get out and connect and interact with others, with yourself through others, right? You're connecting with yourself. The creator is connecting with the creator. And if you see others as that light and not as the personas, right? And you see yourself as that light and not the personas, and understanding, wow, look at this, man. Thank you, Spirit. I'm about ready to almost cry, dude. I just got really one. This is the truth. I'm turning this up because this is I'm going to start it over, you guys. You guys are one. And like these personas are causing disharmony. And I can see there's a breakthrough that's going to happen. And I really feel this is why this reading is happening. So you can have a breakthrough and you can see that you are the light. And all is the light. To check yourself, right? When you're looking at somebody less than you or as a threat to you, right? Because they're not a threat. You're not inferior to no one. And no one's inferior to you. That's a persona. That is a hand-fed lie. You are the truth. All right, so politics. Wow, right in the next card here. Politics. See the mask, the persona here? It's got to come off. Do you recognize this man? All but the most innocent and sincere of us have a politician lurking somewhere in our minds. In fact, the mind is political. Its very nature is plan and scheme and try to manipulate situations and people so that it can get what it wants. Here, the mind is represented by the snake, covered with clouds and speaking with a forked tongue. But the important thing to realize about this card is that both faces are false. The sweet, innocent, trust me face is a mask, and the evil, toxic, I'll have my way with you face is a mask too. Politicians don't have real faces. The whole game is a lie. Take a good look at yourself to see if you have been playing this game. What you see might be painful, but not as painful as continuing to play. It doesn't serve anybody's interest in the end, least of all yours. Whatever you might achieve in this way will just turn to dust in your hands. Anybody who can be a good pretender, a hypocrite, will become your leader politically, will become your priest religiously. All that he needs is hypocrisy. All that he needs is cunningness. All that he needs is a facade to hide behind. Your politicians live double lives. Your priests live double lives. One from the front door, the other from the back door. And the back door life is their real life. Those front door smiles are just false. Those faces looking so innocent are just cultivated. If you want to see the reality of the politician, you will have to see him from his back door. There he is in his nudity as he is, and so is the priest. These two kinds of cunning people have dominated humanity. And they found out very early on that if you want to dominate humanity, make it weak. make it feel guilty, make it feel unworthy, destroy its dignity, take all glory away from it, humiliate it. And they have found such subtle ways of humiliation that they don't come in the picture at all. They leave it to you to humiliate yourself, to destroy yourself. They have taught you a kind of slow suicide. And that's what I'm getting at. Right? So since there's so many people here and I'm reading for so much energy, I can see in many perspectives and facets, right? You're not chasing a title, you're not chasing a goal that is making you a better person. If you have that mentality, then you are always playing into to the lie. You're propagating the lie. Because you are never going to be a better person because you already are. You can be a better persona because that's really what person means, persona, but you already are perfect. So how do you strive to be perfect? You don't. There's a difference of looking at things, you guys. When you look at your lover and you know that their true essence and their true beauty, right? And you don't, and then you look at them in the way that they perceive themselves, their persona. There's a big difference. You don't stick around for somebody, right? If you don't want to experience that persona and they're not doing their work, I'm not telling you to stick in anything that is not resonating with you. Some people truly outgrow each other. That truly does happen. But if you do, if you're outgrowing the person, if you're wanting to experience something different, then go experience it. Another side, as I'm getting to, is like chasing to become better at this, and right, you can't become better at anything. You're not here to be better. You're here to experience. And what has happened is these programs that we have taken, right, by our society telling us we got to do better, we got to be better, that we're not good enough unless we have more. That mentality is eating some of you up. Once you have this, in this song right here, I found you. Yes, you are found when I speak this truth. The innocent you. You are that light. You are not these masks, these personas. Don't strive to better your persona. If you want to be who you truly are, then just be. Okay? Breakthrough. Yeah, this is a huge breakthrough. Of course it is. These are very powerful teachings by the um, the Zen masters, man. And this is like a time like before, you know, society in our lives, and that's the thing. Like, when they're talking about um, the Babylonian story, right, of Enlil and Enki and all them, they're talking about the creation of civilization. That's what they're talking about, you guys, and how they were using, and like the Babylon, yeah, they created a civilization. And this now is a civilization that propagates and destroys our true essence, our life force energy, the beauty of who we really are. All right, all right. So last card here. Well, I read that one too, but breakthrough. The predominance of red in this card indicates at a glance that its subject is energy, power, and strength. The brilliant glow emanates from the solar plexus or center of the power on the figure, and the posture is one of exuberance and determination. All of us occasionally reach a point when enough is enough. At such times, it seems we must do something, anything, even if it later turns out to be a mistake, to throw off the burdens and restrictions that are limiting us. If we don't, they threaten to suffocate and cripple our very life energy itself. If you're now feeling that enough is enough, allow yourself to take the risk of shattering the old patterns and limitations that have kept your energy from flowing. In doing so, you will be amazed at the vitality and empowerment this breakthrough can bring to your life. All I have said is just coming out. The essence, my persona, I guess I just say that, but yeah, I'm still I, am. I am, right? So this is just channeling energy, you guys, and speaking from the heart space, right? It's about stop. You don't need to stop yourself anymore from getting out and experience. Get out of this isolation, right? Don't be afraid. Don't hold on to things that are not for you, that are not serving you, that are not, that are depleting your life force energy. And this is what you can tell, like this holding on to these ideologies and the mask and all this stuff that you're consuming as being truthfully about yourself, this insanity, right? Wow, see, this is twisted, yes. And it's holding his head. This is all, you know, this breakthrough. Let go of it and move forward. To transform breakdowns into breakthroughs is the whole function of a master. The psychotherapist simply patches you up. This is his function. He is not there to transform you. You need a metaphysiology, a metapsychology, the psychology of the Buddhas. It is the greatest adventure in life to go through a breakdown consciously. It is the greatest risk because there is no guarantee that the breakdown will become a breakthrough. It does become, but these things cannot be guaranteed. Your chaos is very ancient. For many, many lives you have been in chaos. It is a thick and dense. It is almost a universe in itself. So when you enter into it, with your small capacity, of course there is danger. But without facing the danger, nobody has ever become integrated. Nobody has ever become an individual, indivisible. Zen or meditation is a method which will help you go through through the dark night of the soul, balanced, disciplined, alert. The dawn is not far away. Before you can reach the dawn, the dark night has to be passed through. As the dawn comes closer, the night will become darker. So, if you're going through some stuff, remember that after the rain comes the sun. During the rain is the rainbow, right? And why I say that is because the rainbow is guiding you out of that energy, okay? The rainbow is your being. All right, so harmony here. I hope this message is as powerful as I had the intention of making it. Like, it was downloaded to me to use this today, that it's going to really show you guys something, and I feel that it has already. Harmony. The experience of resting in the heart in meditation is something that can be grasped or forced. Is not something that can be grasped or forced. It comes naturally as we grow more and more in tune with the rhythms of our own inner silences. The figure on this card reflects the sweetness and delicacy of this experience. The dolphins that emerge from the heart and make an arc towards the third eye reflect the playfulness and intelligence that comes when we are able to connect with the heart and move into the world from there. Let yourself be softer and more receptive now, because an inexpressible joy is waiting for you just around the corner. Nobody else can point it out to you, and when you find it, you won't be able to find the words to express it to others. But it's there, deep within your heart, ripe and ready to be discovered. Listen to your heart. Move according to your heart, whatsoever the stake. A condition of complete simplicity, costing not less than everything. To be simple is arduous, because to be simple costs everything that you have. You have to lose all to be simple. That's why people have chosen to be complex and they have forgotten how to be simple. But only a simple heart throbs with God, hand in hand. Only a simple heart sings with God in deep harmony. To reach that point, you will have to find your heart, your own throb, your own beat, not other people's beat, okay? And a lot of us in this world, in our society, has clung to ideologies that are against our true essence and why we're here. We're here to experience. We're here to be a co-creator. We're here to create the life that resonates with our inner being. The problem is, if you are holding on to the mask, the personas that have been handed to you, right, the precepts of your fathers, you will then be disconnected from your truth, from your true essence, from who you really are. You will not know which way to go because you don't know who you are. You don't know what your soul is delighting or what your heart wants next. Instead, you identify with everyone else around you. You identify with the teachings and the programs. And, you know, it's funny because I can see a lot of people get into relationships before they go through spiritual awakenings. And then as they go through a spiritual awakening, you know, they come to to the wisdom that, wow, they were doing things, you know, got into a relationship and it's not really truly what they desired, right? It was for other reasons. And I notice a lot of women with single mothers, you know, will jump into relationships for comfort and fear that they are not able to survive and provide the life for their child, right? And that's because of taking on things that you know, the ideologies of our society, saying that, and you know, in order to be considered successful, and you have to have the white picket fence and the cars and the house and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but that's not the truth, man. Right? So, and then a lot of other things is I can see on the other scale is where we look for the government and the society to provide for us instead of knowing that we can provide for ourselves. And what has happened was that's the plan. In the end, is, you know what I mean? Like, you have to see it that way. Don't identify with these lies, man. Identify with the truth of your beauty and your magnificent. All right, let's do it. I want to do an oracle. Which oracle card deck do I want to use, Spirit? I'm going to use this Wisdom of the Oracle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Angel Answers. And then I'm going to close out this reading. You guys, let me know if you... I'm going to do a reading like this. Um, what is today? Friday? Every Friday. Yep. It'll be Osho Friday. All right? So let me know if you guys like it. I really... I can see a lot of you guys are receiving it right now. I can feel it. So look at this. Song's called No Name. See what I mean? And that's why it said I would give you a new name. Think about that, you guys. You don't have... And when that, it means that the things that you are identifying with, all right? The book of Revelation is not about the whole world waking up. It's about an individual's journey to an ascended, to becoming the Godhead and realizing their true identity. That's what it is, okay? There's a lot of different wisdom in that, but a lot of people don't see it because they're falling into this paradigm of other people that are, it's just wash and repeat type thing of society is going to get created the same way because the collective consciousness is not aware of what was just taught right here. And I am myself struggling with these same aspects. I keep, so I had to do this reading for me too. But all right, let's see what Spirit says. Spirit, show the collective, angels, ancestors, guides, guardians, ascended us, all higher light energies, please show the beautiful collective, anyone that comes across this message, Spirit, what they need to see. Anyone that comes across this message, Spirit, what they need to see. Give us some wisdom, best wisdom that is for their greatest and highest good. All right. 5353. You want to look up that angel number. Truth be told. Wow, that is crazy. At the bottom of the deck, truth be told. And a fork in the road. Yeah, the truth was just told today. Welcome to hell. You see what I mean? Okay, I just wanted one card here. Unfinished symphony and all that glitters gold. I'm told to take that card, and all right, I'm told to take this one. So, and I'm not going to read both. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I am told to read Truth Be Told, number 14. Wow, all that glitters is the one I opened up to, so I guess I'm supposed to read that. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. The oracle message is only humans want it's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire these trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will alleviate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it is time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Okay? And that's what I was saying about jumping into like relationships for the wrong reasons and then wondering why it don't feel right. Okay? Relationship message. Sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who is that person? Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of the artifice and let what is authentic shine. Wow. You guys, I can't make this up, man. All right, prosperity message. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold, and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune, and then deserted entire towns after the mining depleted the gold veins in the earth. So, too, can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek. So don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All the glitters may not be gold for you. Protection message. This is a signal to walk away from what you are contemplating. There is a thin veneer or glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how spirit protects you? Better things await. So that was for somebody. Most of it was about what I was talking about, right? What spirit is showing us is to see things in a different perspective here. Okay? Don't get into, situationships or relationships because of the wrong reasons. And don't end relationships and situationships because of the wrong reasons, right? See your true beauty. Let the truth be told here, okay? Now I'm going to read this one. Because I was going to start with that one, but then that one I opened right to, and that's confirmation. I'm supposed to read it. So, truth be told, the essential meanings: honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. The oracle's message: there is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic. and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. Relationship messages. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. And this is people in relationship issues really need to listen to that, okay? Prosperity message. Are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience a prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write, and a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. There is another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. Protection message. Where are you being dishonest with yourself or others? If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Ask for the truth. Even if you don't like what you hear, acknowledging it will be the key to a beautiful new future, where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. And what is the truth, you guys? Innocence. You're not this mask. Okay? You are magnificent. You are beautiful. Okay? You don't need nothing. You need nothing. Why do you need anything? You're here liberating yourself, right? You're liberating yourself by knowing, I need nothing. I am already perfect. And then once you come to that realization, now you know that you are perfect. So now you can just experience the moment truly without trying to make more of it, without trying to alter it to make yourself feel better. Okay? This is a very powerful reading, you guys. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to end it right here. I was going to do the angel answers, but I'm not because this is such a powerful reading, you guys. Let me know if you like it. I hope you do. I'm so glad I did it. I got a lot out of it myself, you guys. Let the light shine to and through you. Be innocent. Know that you are the observer, the experiencer. You're experiencing. Okay? You're not the stuff that the lies that you were told. You're not the programs. Okay? Don't fall victim to falling into the trap of, the system still today that you're hearing in the news. And, even on YouTube, you guys, there's a lot of just stuff, man, that really, it's not, people are overly focusing on it and stopping themselves. Okay? That's still personas. The truth will truly set you free. The truth is you are perfect in all your being. I hope this message resonates with you guys. If you'd like to donate to the channel, in the description box. If you'd like to purchase a private session with Spirit and I, just email me. It's in the description box. I'd love to have that opportunity. Remember, all the readings are tailored to you. It doesn't matter whatever you're looking for. Love, career, finance, spiritual, Akashic records, past life. Whatever it is, you guys, it's the sky's the limit. I'd love to have that opportunity. So go ahead and email me. But hit that like button, you guys. Remember, I go live tomorrow night, 9:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also doing a giveaway for the month of September. I'll be announcing the winner on Saturday night in October, the first Saturday. If you want to be eligible, you must like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right. Thank you guys. Remember, you are perfect. You are perfect. From my sacred heart to your sacred heart, I'm sending you guys so much love. Namaste.